Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setup for today. So we are pretty much range bound. I mean, that's pretty clear. You can see we have the 8-hour chart up, and you can see we are basically back at this level of support from yesterday, and that level is 41.31. So the next round number to the downside, I'm just going to use one of these, is obviously 4100, which is somewhere down here. Not much going on there in terms of support, but I think the important thing to realize is that you have a pin bar, a range bar. This bar is forming now as during the Asian session at the moment, which is pretty similar to yesterday. We had the Asian session, and then we had the buyer step in sort of almost midway through the USA session. So at the moment this is still kind of sideways for me. Obviously I am looking for some stability. So here's a couple of things that we can see on the 3-hour. First one is that we have this green engulfing. Then we went into a range bar, and then we've had these two red bars during the Asian session. Do have a bit of a crossover here. We are underneath the 155, but for me it is starting to look like a bit of a double bottom. I'm looking for a follow-through pattern pretty much somewhere in this area here. So I'm looking for an inside bar or a pin bar or another engulfing bar to form a double bottom off support. So that's the bigger picture. Obviously we need to be patient. If we look at it on the hour, it's pretty much confused going into the close yesterday. So you could see engulfing, inside, engulfing. So big up, big down, big up, big confusion. So that's pretty much what's transpiring at the moment. I think this trend line is also important here. Pay attention to that. Yesterday I spoke about a wedge. It is pretty much there. So this little squirt down, that's why I say if it does break back to the upside, it's going to be pretty violent, probably back to the top of the channel. And I think that's kind of what we're going to do. I think we're going to find some level of, or two major levels, and we're going to range between them. So and I think that's going to be the scene for a couple of months, to be quite honest, while we figure out whether the economy is recovering or not. So yeah, so for me at the moment it is sideways, still sitting patiently on the side. Do have a trade on the Dow. We'll have a look on that now. I know we're underwater there, but we'll have a look to see whether we're going to maintain it or not. So just moving down the 50 minutes, you can see the trend is pretty much to the downside. It's just we've got some big levels of support here, so I wouldn't want to be jumping in short here. And although yesterday's move was big, it's been pretty much confusing. So it hasn't been one-way traffic like it was going into the close on Monday. So it's been all over the place. So yeah, I think sit on hands for me at the moment. I'm not too particularly worried about what's transpiring here at the moment. I think we're going to have a couple of opening gaps now. We've got one up here, and we've got one over here. So yeah, I think I'm sit on hands. There's nothing more to add to this. It's really sit on hands. I expect this to continue pretty much most of the week. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps somebody, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.